Hi everyone, it's Joni at Granny J Clay, and I thought I would just drop in tonight for a little bit and show you what I've been working on. You may recall from my very last video that I made this really pretty print. I have gloves on because I actually have ink all over my fingers. I need to clean it off, but anyway, this is what I made from that print. I cut out the birds. And then let me just bring you down a little bit and you can kind of see a little bit better. There, can you see that a little bit better now? Anyway, I made these pretty birds out of that beautiful print that I had. And when I was ready to put them in the oven, I thought, oh, I'm just going to put a little glass rhinestone on for an eye. And I only have a couple of sizes. And in blue, I only have this size of eye. So this little guy looks like he's got a great big eye, and this one too. But I think it's pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but see how they sparkle? Pretty. Anyway, they aren't quite done. I want to put a little bit of resin on top of them and then add some resin to the back with glitter. But I just wanted to show you what I did. I went around the edges after they were out of the oven. I went around the edges with the ink. And I covered the edges as best that I could. And then I just kind of overlapped onto the front of each one a little bit. So it looks like it's kind of framed a little bit. So that's what I did with those. And now they are ready for a little resin. And then after I cut these out, you may recall that I had that negative part, or the part that was left over after I cut all these birds out. And I decided to lay that on top of a piece of green, I guess it was, clay. And let me just bring those in for a second. They're not nearly as pretty as the other birds, but they're kind of cute. I think they're cute. They turned out kind of cute. You can barely see the green in them. But the sides, they were standing up, protruding, and I don't know if you can tell, but I created kind of a well so that the resin could go into it. I put an eye on, and then I put some smaller rhinestones on to look like a wing, and I think they turned out cute. I need to finish these as well, because obviously they're not finished on the back, but I think it was worth the effort to try to use that negative part, and I just wanted to show you how it turned out. So that's that. Now, I want to bring in something else here. I decided after I was done that I would go on and just make a few more things. And so I got out my little turtle, and I made some turtles. These are done except for the resin. And I want to finish off the backs of them. And I love the turtles. They're so cute. And I love these little hearts too. They turn out really nicely. But I did the same thing. I stamped a piece of white clay, and then I cut out my hearts, and I cut out my turtles. And then when I got them back out of the oven, and I put on the glass rhinestones, because they're a hot fix rhinestone, they hot fix in the oven. And when I got it back out of the oven, then I just went around the edges with that same color of ink. And I just think it really adds something. If you can see that, let me bring you down just a little closer. But it really adds sort of a frame to it or something. I think it's pretty. So they have that around the edges of them, but I'll have to put the resin and then mixed with the blue glitter on the back. But I think those turned out cute too. All right, let's go to the next one. Here is the last set that I'll show you too. Let's see if I can get this in here and get a little bit more light. Nah, and that light shines in there. Well, anyway, this is my last set that I made. This is different. I used some different kind of things to impress on these hearts. Let me just show you. Let's see if you can see. And I used several different colors of Pearl X powder: copper, green, light blue, pink, gold. And then I did the same thing with this. I added the glass rhinestones and put them in the oven, baked them, got them back out, and then I added the ink around the sides of them. And I really like that. And I thought I made some smaller hearts, and then one heart like this, but these smaller hearts, and then these itty bitty hearts, and then I made some birdies over here and over here. I think that's so pretty. I really think it's very pretty. I'm pretty sure it looks better in person than it does. Let me see if I can bring it down. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but they look really pretty in person. And again, it's not finished because I have to add resin and fix the back of them. So, but I'm real pleased with these. I like those. And I wanted to show you what I used to make the imprint. I decided I would roll up some, I rolled wire, twisted it, and then I pressed on it. And after I did all that, and then I made some bigger ones too. I'll show you those in a second. I used some, after I finished it, I decided it'd be nice to have a handle. So I just got these out of the oven about an hour ago. And I had some old clay from other projects that I probably wouldn't use for anything else. And I decided to make a handle for each of these. But this is just a wire. And then you just take it and I just dipped it in my Pearl-Ex powder and put it on. You could also dip it in the ink and put it on that way. So I made some that were small. And then I made some, let's see, that were a little bit bigger. Had more rings going around. And here's another one. I happened to leave this out on this end. I probably should have done that to the other ones. This one kind of moves up and down. So sometimes you can just use your own things, you know, your own imagination. And then this one I just made as well. This one I work hardened. I just took it and I pounded it. And so it's more flat. I haven't used this to make any designs yet. This is, of course, bigger than the others, but you can overlap them as you put them on too. But that's just an idea that you can use, you know, some of your old clay. And then I just rolled a nail, a great big, well, at the end of a screw that was cut off. Actually, let me show it to you. I didn't want the handles to be smooth. I wanted them to have some texture so I could grip it better. So I just rolled this around and then this way and then this way and just every which way. But it was a screw that my husband cut off the end for me. So I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was kind of cool. And you can certainly come up with those. I got plenty of wire. This isn't the hardest wire that I have, so I'm hoping it doesn't break. But if it does, it's not a big deal. But I like the idea, so I'm going to make other kinds with that. So I just wanted to show you. That's all. That's all. I just wanted to show you guys and step in and say hi. And hope you're having a good day today. We got snow and we have such cold weather here. It's so cold. Let me just check right now and see the temperature for you guys. Well, that's Bella. If you hear her woofing down there, she's always coming down to greet me. Let me just look up the temp for you guys here. What does it say? It says 15 degrees. Feels like 9 degrees. Let's see if I can show you that. Here in Kansas. So, and I'm sure some of you have cold weather where you are too. I know, Diane, you are up in Wisconsin, but you missed the snowstorm, I know that. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to show you those and hope you enjoyed seeing them. I really like this. I like the blue. I like that color of blue. I like the other blue too of the other birds, but this blue is kind of pretty. Kind of looks more like water, I think. So that'll be fun to finish off. That is all for tonight. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.